how to do this goddamn thing. This son of a bitch, I don't remember how to do any of this shit. Hold on. Hold on. Go. God, you know, son of a.
I like that. Cut.
Yes, I have a green screen. Add image. Oh my God. Jeez Louise. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me, you incontinent bastards, at Mr. Brian Sturges and Brian Sturges Comedy. You're going to want to also follow this handsome gentleman below. That's Cliff Beach Music and Black Cliff Beach. And if you still have more availability in your friends list, and you can defriend Tom, that's the guy, right? And you want to go to Timothy Hall Music, and then Timothy Hall _archery, which we have not actually confirmed if that is correct, right? So every week we're just saying it, but it may not be correct.
Yeah,
Do you
this
care?
is true.
No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. I got COVID at Disneyland! You frozen-headed bastard! I swear to God, I'm going over there. I'm spending another $9,000, and I'm unplugging you.
Oh, they got that main plug. Yeah.
How are you guys?
Yeah, it sucks.
It wouldn't bother me so much if it wasn't so expensive for me to have purchased COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And when I was in the line, I was just like, because they're using the same lines, right? So you're just going mouth to mouth. You're
that's
just
how you do it?
like an asp, like a serpentile piece of shit with your soiled Crocs and your cut off jean shorts and whatever side boob rings are coming out as you waddle from ride to ride. You bastards got me sick. But I'm okay with it. But I'm not okay with it.
I can see. I wouldn't be okay.
God, you know what? And I wish, because they got deep pockets, and they're such a fine company in which they're going to one day bring me in. You know, but let this be a lesson to me, right? A single act of kindness constantly pounds me in the rectum, right? And I was like, let's do so. Do you think I wanted to go there? No. What a beauty. We're making memories. Well, we all got it. So good luck. This may be the last show. If I just got it at like Albertsons, I'd be like, oh,
That's
right.
How it goes, yeah.
Is this the most magical place? Is this the most magical? Your lines go face to face now. If the lines remained front to back,
Switchbacks.
right? Everybody. I recently got off a boat from
Wuhan.
I was gonna say like
Wow, baby.
Wow, jeez. Wow. Stop Asian hate.
That's a wrap.
no.
That's a wrap.
Wow, that really made me uncomfortable. And I'm a white guy.
Okay.
The Wuhan clan.
No, you cannot. I forbid it.
Yeah.
And as the executive producer of this garbage in 720 DPI, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I immediately thought of Cliff because I started to be like, oh, is this it? I was like, I was wondering, Cliff, if in the moment, like, were you like, well, this is it? I'm dead now, right? A little bit. Did you question your mortality like 20 minutes in?
Yes. Immediately, I said, as my fever was going up and up, I said, man, I do not want to be this way. This is not the way I want to go out. I want to go out in what I call the human mousetrap. You end with a lot of peanut butter in your face. That is the way.
I mean, how does that arise? How do you get into that situation?
Expand on it.
But I'm all for it.
Well, it's either you decide early if it's going to be a half Nelson or full Nelson.
I always preferred a Judd Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, Naomi Johnson. Naomi Watts?
Judd?
Naomi Campbell. What's the one? The mom was like, that's enough. She killed herself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Judd mom there. The Judd mom killed herself.
Oh, she killed herself? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
After years of Pepsi?
No, I think she was sick. She had like a
Oh.
thing. She had one of these things where she's like, I don't want to spend the next 18 months like, ah. So she just wrapped it up. Also, James Caan died, which
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
saw
think
that.
it's time.
I was waiting for my text message from Tim because he likes to break news.
I thought about it.
Sonny,
Elf. You love him in Elf.
Elf, Godfather, and
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, what he considered his favorite film that he did was Thief, which I think was Michael Mann.
Yeah. I saw some
He's sitting
clips
in the
of that.
diner. Because that was really his. He was the lead. He was.
Yeah.
He's got the little revolver in the poster.
Naomi Judd.
Yeah, Naomi, don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
To
Yeah.
die.
Jeez.
Oh man. So I'll tell you kind of how this went. So as you know,
It's been a week.
I'm a big fan. I'm a large man now. I have in the last 2 years I've gone from a large to a very tight extra large, right?
Oh.
Right? So I was like, you know what? It's been a year. It's time to get back to life. We're working out. I'm gonna go sign up for hot yoga again.
Ooh, yeah.
It's been 1 year, and I did it. And I had a couple of beers left. I said I dumped him out. It was actually one large beer that was open, but that was kind of flat. But in a gesture in which he, well, was less than it was. I just poured it out in the sink. Also, a little to my homies. I don't think that's relevant in the last 25 years. Hey, Cliff, quick question. Does one still
Pour out for the homies? Yes, of course.
yeah,
Okay,
dude,
good, good.
does-
And you still throw the shoes on the power line, all those things. Stereotypes are alive in 2022.
okay, just making sure.
Thank
And
God.
teardrops for all your confirmed kills.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been thinking about getting one. That's just because I just want to cut the line at like.
Yeah. But it has to be a prequel. Like people are like, oh, who did you kill? It's like, wait for
It has to be faded. It's got to
Yeah.
be like it was a while ago. Do I still have it in me? I don't know.
Maybe.
Welcome to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So
It's like, I think I can kill again.
we could all kill it. So I get my I waddle my hooves into my Geometra, and I drive from South Carolina all the way to the Fancy Pants Los Angeles Hot Yoga Studio, right? And now keep in mind that I've gotten fatter since the last time I was there, being like, I think I want to lose some weight, right? So I go in, blah, blah, blah. I have a double conversation. I had a complete deja vu conversation with the owner. I didn't realize until after. And they offered me you know what? The whole point is I did hot yoga and I sweat and I sweat and I sweat. And my body was shutting down. 2 hours later, my entire face was closed.
Yep.
An entire shutdown. The hot yoga, my first attempt in a calendar year to do any exercise, resulted in taking the COVID instantly to the top. Within 2 hours of that class,
Oh, wow.
I was effed up, completely
Look at-
gone.
Look at these.
Hot sweats, cold sweats, hip itch.
Warm sweats. Yeah.
Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished for sure. What I'm having after COVID is like the old man trifecta. I was having a mysterious groin pain, like I pulled the muscle, but I did nothing. I was laying in bed for days. Then I went to take a hot bath, and when I was getting in that Epsom salt, slipped in the bathtub, hurt my wrist. And so that is the trifecta now of getting old. That only I may need a medic alert, like a button, a panic button, in case I crack my head open.
I'll get you one. I mean, I'm not going to pay for the service or anything,
Right.
but I'll get you.
You just
Is it a
frantically
placebo?
pressing the button.
I'm in the placebo group.
Yeah.
Well, I briefly worked at an assisted living facility. This is why you name a job, I've done it, and I've been asked to leave. All right.
You just like iced oatmeal cookies, you bastard.
No, are you kidding me? What did I do? Yeah. No, I think they were gingerbread cookies.
Like
That's
what?
something. Yeah.
Muscular gingerbread.
It was basically called
We
Find That
Hope
Smell.
edition.
And there's like, I think there's a dead person. And
Oh,
now,
yeah.
here's a random story that I think I learned on the good people of TikTok, and it has to be confirmed by YouTube sleuthing. Somebody was trying to break into a supermarket. So, okay, well, I've already screwed up the story. I'll move it back.
Yeah, I can edit this out.
No, keep it.
Oh, okay,
Just
okay.
mentally, we can mentally reset. People are like, the front of your store smells. Well, we can already write the end of this, right? People are like, hey, the front of your store has an unpleasant aroma, which apparently got worse and worse for months. So obviously I've already effed the pig or whatever you call it. So it turned out that a robber had gone up and had gotten into one of the poles. So, if there's an awning and then there's the giant cement poles, they went to hide in there, but got stuck, and then just their body was just rotted. So people are like, I think I'm going to go get some Fruit Loops. And they're like, I think I smell Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
But so the entire body, and then they had to take it down. And then it's kind of like that that urban myth of Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Of like the guy dressed as Santa got caught, and they found his bones 25 years later.
Yeah, we closed in our chimney.
Yeah, keep them out of there.
Yeah, you're gonna
I understand. Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. If you know anything about I liked it. I got to tell you, I play it every year. I like it. That's James Brown's Christmas album, by the way. That's
so good.
The first track.
So good.
Yeah, surprisingly good. Surprisingly good all these years. It's
Some
fun.
of the tracks were just James Brown tracks that they just threw Santa Claus. Half is one called
Papa's
Go
got a
Power.
brand new bag of presents.
Exactly, basically.
It dubbed in.
Yeah.
They put some sleigh bells on top of it.
Fred Wesley's like, do I get to play trombone? Like, move away. Manteca.
That's some good shit.
Remember the difficulty of people playing triplets?
Well, they did take a lot of jazz elements into their horn section. I know Cold Sweat is just a reinterpretation of So What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cold sweat.
No.
These jokes are killing in the jazz community. Right?
No.
For all you jazzophiles.
Speed up. Speed up. It's just
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Speed up. It's the same thing. It's just sped up and more rhythm.
Oh, yeah. So how do you?
Well, Miles Davis. Okay. Well, I know this shouldn't even be a question, right? Let's acknowledge that. But Miles Davis or James Brown? Got to pick one.
Oh, I got to pick one? Well, I'm going to go with Miles Davis just because I'm more familiar.
Thank you, white man. Okay. Thank you, paleface, for the
good.
grains, and here are the beads. Yeah, that was.
Miles Davis between Kind of Blue and Bitches Brew. Yes. Miles Davis, Time After Time.
No. All right. Yeah. 2700 Club or no. Whatever it was. Yeah. No, that's not even. Yeah. Miles Davis. It was on his fourth wife, and he was just like, I got so many houses to pay for.
Yeah, I got to make
I
it.
love his last Montreal Quincy Jones festival where like he had died like a year before, but no one told him. Basically,
They still played.
There's a great video of him playing with Prince like right before he died. I mean, Miles, they say is like a hip hop. Like if he was alive now, he'd be a rapper. I think that's the evolution of music that he didn't want to be. Jazz.
I don't think any of that was accurate, but okay.
I think that's what they said.
If John Philip Sousa were alive, he'd be a bluegrass country player. Like it
Oh
doesn't.
my God, I still can't stand
That checks out.
patriotic music.
Oh, that's because
You're not a marcher?
But how are you feeling? Oh, do I have crust on my face? Do I have sickness covering?
It's not visible.
You probably do. I'm feeling better. I mean, I cough up a lung every morning, but now it's good. And I've been taking Mucinex, and it's supposed to help you cough up, but it doesn't for me. It dries everything until
Well, that's
at
good.
least I
Yeah,
can breathe.
a nice
It
dry
kind of does
cough.
both.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a show today, and so I'm just trying to power through.
Oh, yeah. It is
Private
Friday.
gig.
We're filming this Friday, July 11th, 2022. And
Yeah.
the year of my Lord.
No, doing one of those you got to high-paying private gigs.
Oh, it's high
Hotel,
pay.
Palo Verdes.
Like they give you the
Oh.
$40 on top of a mountain. Like what is
They
it?
do. Standing next to a mountain. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I could cancel, I would. But it's like when you are the thing, you can't really feel that out.
So are they just but they're just expecting Cliff Beach to show up because I could I think get a couple other Cliff Beaches.
Yeah, we do know some Cliff Beaches.
We can get some other ones local for you. You know.
Yeah, as long as you put on red and black, they won't know the difference.
Why can't
They're
you do a hologram? You know they canceled that this week. No
They
more
canceled
money.
holograms?
I do holograms.
No. Papa got a brand new brand.
I'm real, jam.
Okay. Single.
Yeah.
Ready to mingle.
What did they cancel? I mean, everything.
I think they canceled the Michael Jackson hologram.
What? On the one?
What was it doing? Was it
Cirque du
hanging
Soleil
out
one?
with children?
Well, I guess there were glitches with the children.
It's true.
It's just, yeah. Hey, so
Well, I talked about that with someone, Michael Jackson, Cosby, and R. Kelly. It was like they hid in plain sight. So like,
did you hear?
Cosby-
But did you hear R. Kelly was on suicide watch and he broke out of prison right now as we speak? R. Kelly successfully broke out of a New York State prison.
Dang.
you cannot trap him in the closet.
You can't hold him down.
You can't.
So, who was the worst? Do you think Cosby?
Well, that's the
Cosby.
thing.
Probably.
I think that's the way to hide it though, is to put if you put it in plain sight, people ignore it, normalize. So Cosby for years was talking about drugging people and whatever, and nobody said anything. And then R. Kelly was putting it all in the songs. So like Trapped in the Closet, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, blah blah blah. They were in there. And then Michael
He was
Jackson
the guy
was
that
hiding
liked to
it.
pee, right?
That's also true, yeah. And then Michael Jackson was hiding it in charitable contributions. So it's like, oh, he's helping these kids that have cancer or burn victims or whatever. People are like, oh, that's so
maybe
noble.
Jimmy, like a nice Jimmy Savile, Jimmy
Yeah.
Savile, depending how you want to say it.
So yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna do dirt, if you bring it into the light, like if you expose it and joke about it and normalize it, and people are like, oh, that person's just joking. Like there's so much you can hide behind a joke. Like Louis C.K., he was like, I jack off in a plant. Before that happened, people laugh. So they're like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Get away with
How
it.
do you think you'll get canceled, Cliff?
Yeah, lay it out.
What's the thing? Like, what's that one secret that you know that if it got out, it would all be over?
Well, that's why it's a secret.
Damn, I was so close.
we were
I
so
thought,
close.
I thought my
We'll get ya.
superior what are they, not hosting skills, communication. What do they call them in the business when they don't call themselves a host, but they give themselves a fancy title?
Like a
Sometimes you're set up. Like sometimes it's like a snapshot. People have seen the wrong thing and drawn their own conclusion because you're a weirdo, even though you've done nothing. This happens all the time.
Well,
Like if someone's like Brian's a pedophile, even if you beat the rap
okay, so let's talk about edits. Let's talk about drops that aren't needed out in the world. First of
he said
all,
I was
I was a
looking for
teacher
my
for 20 years.
pedophile.
I had my chance. So, like,
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
yeah.
Some people don't have it in
I
them.
married an age-appropriate woman, if anything. There's nothing wrong with it.
They were all deaf mutes. They all say nothing. They heard nothing.
Oh boy.
I find out I'm dying yesterday. I get the COVID.
Oh, this is a recent. You just found out yesterday.
Yeah, I just found out. I had been sick for a couple of days. I thought it was because I looked it up because I got congested right after.
Oh,
the hot
like it was a
yoga.
result from the hot yoga.
So I thought it was that because they say that if you are new at working out or it's been a while or you overdo it, which I definitely did, is I dehydrated so much in hot yoga that
You just doing it is overdoing it.
me
You
watering
don't have
the
to be
cardigan.
hot to get hot.
It's terrible. So I spent the first 36 hours just thinking it was because of
like a
that.
reaction.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I was like, I mean, I guess I just better safe than sorry because I am out in the public, right? So I'm like, well, let me not be that guy. So I went and I got the test. So that was my morning yesterday. Good time.
It sucks. It sucks
But then-
when that second line comes. You're like, oh, this is no.
It came up right away.
Yeah.
It came up so quick.
It was aggressively.
Yeah.
It was, no, because they said wait for 15 minutes, and it came
Yeah.
up a moment I touched. It was like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you see it. Immediately. You're upset.
So I've been stocking some unnecessary purchases. I'm actually trying to get rid of stuff I don't need. But there is a kind of treat I've been stocking, and someone had listed it incorrectly on eBay. It was kind of a pricey item, and I was waiting to treat myself for an item until I actually made some money to treat myself for it, right? But as I said, they had it listed incorrectly, so when it was going, it sold for significantly less. So I popped on it, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to take it, and like a true sociopath, when I get it, I'll put it away and not use it until I deserve it. But it was such a good deal. Basically, I could flip it and make another 50% on the money, right?
That's
As you
good.
know, I love a good deal. But it was still kind of pricey. So I went to make the purchase on my eBay credit card, and it wouldn't go through. And I'm like, because when you want something to it's just like, let me press the button and go back to the other tasks that I have in my day. Well, it doesn't go. So then I got a call. Now, Synchronicity is a bank that they have the Banana Republic card, the eBay card. They're like,
every card.
it's all, Home Depot, they're the whole thing. So I call and wait only 15 minutes to talk to somebody, right? It's nice and convenient.
That's nice.
And I speak to somebody, his name was Lee. Clearly not Lee. Your name's not Lee. We don't need to go further down that line, but why do I even need to know your name? Why don't you just give me an employee number? Hi, I'm employee 7174. Then you don't have to worry about white people trying to say other cultures' names because we're stupid. All right? Not the point. So where was I going with this?
You want me to remember numbers? Hell no.
You can write down a number. So
2, 4,
it doesn't
6,
go through. So
1.
I call and they're like, well, we got to blah, blah, blah. I'm answering all these questions. I'm like, this is so aggressive. They're like, we need to text you a form that you need to fill out. And I'm like,
Just because you hit that backspace? I mean, that back
I think because of the, it was an
amount.
abnormal usually I'm buying $7 items, right? So
Right.
they're like, this is probably not you. Although it should clearly be me. It's from, you have all my information. You have my IP address. You have my mailing address. You know what
Get it out. Get it out.
I thought I was so much better than everyone. So I get this form and I click to it and they're like, we need you to take a 5-second video of yourself. By sending this in, you're also agreeing to allow us to use biometrics, Homeland Security, facial recognition technology to confirm it's you. We also need you to take the front and back of your driver's license. So now I'm in a predicament, right? So then I looked it up, and the former eBay executive is now on the board of biometrics.
Oh.
Right? So basically, long story short, is I had a choice. Do I complete my purchase with my card, and which will enable me to use my points to save the money? So for $50, will I sell my soul? And so then I did a thing. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm unhappy. And I sent it in, and they took it. So I wonder how many people do some sort of like, whatever.
Right.
But obviously... And then I was all like government, and I thought of Hazy Fox, Saturdays 2 p.m., and I was like, he would never do this. But I was like, I'm spending a lot of time trying to have people see my face.
Sure, it's out there.
It's already there. Like, they already have it, but
Government knows.
they know, and it's just funny that the bank and the credit cards, and they're all connected. So it's because remember, it's for my security.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
What? This is training. Synchronized.
That was Disneyland.
Yeah.
It was a new attraction. It was SWAT, the ride. Yeah.
That's pretty
The problem
cool,
with
though,
that
how
one
they
is that
can like
there's-
run at the same pace on the wall.
That's pretty good. That's a strong lady.
Woo, she's so strong.
Now that
Yeah, it's not for me. Ooh, that's hot.
It's not for you. You don't like a vascular arm.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, let's be honest. This person is an incredible athlete. I mean, so many court lights. You know what I mean?
They usually end up with bodybuilder guys because
Yeah,
that's the way it goes.
because a lot of guys don't like.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, okay. Congratulations on another hard
I think
work.
it's impressive. I mean,
It's
that's impressive.
very impressive.
you know it's impressive.
I would. Is that if I was on a date with her, I would feel like what women would feel like. Is he? Will I be? Am I going to wake up with some Jello?
Oh, Jesus.
From the wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bring
Yes.
back Glow. That was a great female lead show, and you know
That
I'm not
was
about
good.
That stuff.
I like that one
fantastic,
lady.
right?
Yeah.
The girl from
Great.
Community was on.
Yeah,
Good for
Community.
They didn't get their final
Annie?
season. That would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get a final season. They were so popular for a while. Oh God,
Oh, this guy has a tattoo.
are those upside down crosses?
Ah, fuck Waldo. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, huh? Where the fuck is she? Where is she?
Is this guy from Wisconsin?
Is that what he thinks about most of the time? First of all, I have my own version of Where's Waldo from the 90s called Where's Negro. It's very easy to spot him. He's the only one. And he's
yeah.
front and center.
Very simple book. Yeah.
It was originally called Connecticut.
Yeah.
The fly in the ointments. The
Could
fly
have
in
been
the
New
champagne.
Hampshire, too. Yeah.
And then, Carmen
do
Sandiego
you actually-
was educational.
Do you feel that, Cliff, when you are the only black person in the room? You're like fuck? Do you feel it? Like, how many times does it go through you, or are you used to it?
I'm used to it, but I think a lot of people, I know a lot of black people that get uncomfortable, especially in like a crowd of all white people, for many reasons.
Yeah, there's
Well-
what's that called? It's a double consciousness where you have your own thoughts, but you also have a separate one where you're like, oh, and I'm also around a bunch of white people. And it's same thing. If I was around a bunch of black people, I'd be like, I would have that.
What
I'm
situation?
Whoa!
What situation have you been the only white in a group of blacks?
It has never happened.
Yeah, definitely never happened. Okay. First of all, you start the episode off with pro.
I think it was Du
hate.
Bois that
Right?
it's
And
a Du
now-
Bois theory.
I don't know.
And code switching as well, where you have to continually change how you
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
for the group that you're in.
Hmm.
You know, like when I'm in a group of all black people, I speak very differently than with you two.
Can we get an example?
What it is, you know, like you gotta be ready. Get out
That's
my
how I
face,
talk
you
to
dirty
Brian
chicken.
when
That's
you're
what
not
it
here.
I don't
do.
know. That was really well, okay. Well,
Roscoe popped the top and the wheels were off the keys.
Roscoe's. You're just saying black stereotypes. You're gonna be
You have
Randy's
to.
Donuts,
Yeah.
LAX. Like what?
You think you're painted slick? I got your nickel change. You know, like I don't know.
I don't know
There's
any of
always
these
something
things.
going on. You know, like all the cool points are out the window.
I'm
Got
gonna-
me straight tripping, boo.
Straight tripping boo.
Now you just sound
That's
like
the
you
Eugene
just sound like
Levy.
Rafik now. That's what he.
Yeah.
That's how he actually speaks.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I have to get a code switching thesaurus dictionary. You know.
Okay.
All right, stick your tongue out as far as you can, as far as you can. Here we go. Give me a really deep breath in. You're done, you're done. All right, you are going to start to drool. Just hold that napkin right there. You're okay, you're all right.
So this
I'm going
is,
to go ahead and put this jewelry in. It feels really uncomfortable. You're done, you're done.
stud.
All right, I just got to screw on the bead, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Feeling all right?
Look at those nails.
I'm going to tighten it. This part does
Yeah, I
hurt a
know.
little bit.
With the
Perfect.
thing.
Put your tongue inside.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Whew.
I mean,
I can't handle piercing.
The person who did the work was incredible. We can all
Yeah.
agree. Savage, that girl.
Great
That girl.
bedside manner.
Now, I love you, but like I've been with women with the thing.
Oh, yeah.
the
I have.
thing, and you know, I mean, you're a certain sort of lady.
You are.
We enjoy you. We love you. We admire you. We don't marry you.
This is true. This is true. But it's nice. I like the downstairs one as well. It's nice to have something to aim for.
Oh yeah. I just learned what
Yeah,
is
where's
it?
the video for that one?
No, there is one. I do.
There it
Look,
is.
somebody got a double diatomy. Is that what you call it?
Ooh.
Oh,
Where it's I know it's incorrect, but basically you pierce the top of the. So if you're circumcised, you get the little mushroom bump there, the little
Oh,
bump
sure,
thing.
yeah.
So you pierce 2 in.
oh, I don't like it.
You want to look it up?
I don't.
I've seen them all, but yeah, for you guys who haven't pierced, I mean, you had pierced ears at one time, but yeah, when I pierced my nipples thrice, whoo, they did them both together, and I saw all the stars. Felt like I was gonna pass out, and
Jack
they just
Nicholson?
keep telling you breathe, make sure
Yeah.
breathe. And you're like, okay, and then you breathe through it, and it's not so bad. But tongue is a whole nother lingua.
Pass.
Yeah. He's struggling.
That is love.
What were we holding?
He was holding up
lady.
his girlfriend.
Yeah.
who-
Yeah, she did not look good.
Well, that's not we don't body shame, but he loves her so much that he's like, I am going to die, but I don't want to be like, you're a little heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
You're
We're
150. You're 155, which is fine,
we're going down, good buddy.
but you're doing a lot of this. You're doing a
My
lot
neck.
of car wash person, and you know,
Ooh, that's
I'm only
what
a man. I am only a man.
That's a boy. Very good jawline.
I mean, both a handsome man
Yeah.
and
And a
a
gorgeous
beautiful
lady.
woman. Now, I'm going to say this. Very rare that do you get both. Where this person was banging both ways.
Yeah.
See? Do you like my woke and progressiveness? Is this? I'm hoping this will help in a future deposition.
Well, I think
Money, whatever lawsuit.
I think as it starts to normalize, like you'll see a lot more diversity in the space in the next 20 to 40 years, where it'll be normal.
My heart won't, but I'm sure.
The other
I'm sure
people
you
though,
guys
it's
will.
like your children or children's children like will date a person who does all kinds of things or who was something
my
and,
God. See, I'm going to be
became
an
something
old
else.
dad. I'm just like, what are you kids? Are you tweeting your buttholes? What's
Yeah.
going on? Like, are you like live hologramming your insides?
When you're cleaning your gun on the porch, you're like, you can't take out my daughter. It's for a different reason.
Do they 3D print their vaginas in a mold and then sell them to Korean businessmen? I don't know, but I'm investing heavily.
Yes, yeah.
Go to what's our website? PoorLifeChoices.tv.
/
I need to fix some of that.
invest.
I know she's fine. Look at her. Well, to answer your question, how do we meet? We met in a store, a department store, Kmart to be exact. A couple
Kmart?
years back.
Oh.
I kept going in there. She was just standing there in the women's clothing. I tried to talk to her. She wasn't having it. She just stood there. Every month, same thing. I tried to talk to her, and she just stood there. And, well, one day the store's going out of business, and it says everything must go. And she was still there. And she had a price tag on her. I was like, wow. Selling her for
This is a
$50.
very long video to say that man
I
has
bought her,
intercourse with that doll. He
rest
bought a
is history.
Kmart. All right, we can skip
Now
it.
we are in love.
The guy's sticking his D.
But it's not the same as a sex doll, though. It's just a mannequin.
Well, he got a good deal on it. He got a clearance. You suckers are paying full price for your sex dolls. This guy's going to Kmart.
That's true. Getting
You're
deals.
you're not able to get that silicone feeling.
After all the inappropriateness we've shown, there you go. Okay.
How does so that's the gluteus right there.
Like that you freeze framed it. So this is for, hey, listen, ladies and others, you're welcome. You see how woke and diverse we are?
Oh,
Now,
not attractive.
This was me.
Oh, at hot yoga.
This was me in hot yoga.
Please.
But then the moment I leave, it all just, it kind of like flips.
That is just enough.
I mean, that's incredible. So that guy needs to be with
The other lady,
yeah.
the
I
bodybuilder
wonder
lady.
how many eggs they eat a day. You see that where they're like they eat the cost of food alone to be a bodybuilder like that.
Right, yeah, they have
And they
to
just
eat
eat them
like
raw.
6,000 calories or more.
Yeah, I've seen the Rock's diet. It's crazy. It's like 30 chicken breasts and.
Damn, I am
Raw chicken
starving.
breast,
Though.
yeah. I grind up. I put eggs in raw chicken breast. I grind them up with some.
Like muscular is good to a point. Like there's like definitely like that's hot, and it's like there's a tipping point where it's like it's too much.
Well, you know what side of the spectrum I play on, but I hope he would protect me if there was an apocalypse.
I was a wedding photographer.
Oh, you got that right? You got that?
Well,
You
that's
gotta take your
love.
foot
Love
off
and all.
the gas.
Love comes at you when you least expect it.
Love hurts. It always does. Yeah. Don't worry. It's gonna end up running you over one day.
All right, Timmy P.
I'm married.
This one's for you. Okay. All right. Thank you for that information.
There you go.
Also not for me. No, that's right.
So
Well, that
you
was
wouldn't
for-
like a bodybuilder with a obscene amount of hair, but you know what? That's how women are supposed to look. That's the natural body.
Yeah.
You know
But I've
what?
become accustomed to something else.
Let's
we
normalize
were all-
men shaving their pits.
I've done it before. I'm wearing a tank top and I don't want that LL Cool J
Oh, like the
fucking deodorant balls. Yeah, I've done it. I have no. I think there's all kinds of grooming that we've
How come
adapted.
they don't? I've noticed that. I love the go to degree.com/UNT, a Procter & Gamble company, I'm sure.
ENG.
But I do notice that some people of color will wear the bright white deodorant, and then
Right.
it's so like when you
Okay.
you can see the chunks or whatever.
Yeah, that LL Cool J vibe. You don't want that.
So why isn't there a more? Do you see the wokeness that happens on this show? I challenge you, Procter & Gamble, to make a deodorant that is white but goes on clear. Don't they have that? They have that already. Right?
They do have
probably
that.
do, right?
You can also just use the clear. And there are other deodorants that.
Oh, so what you're saying? There are. Wait a second. I just put that
there are
together.
options.
Why are you buying the white stuff?
Because it's cheap. And it's like what your grandpa used, so they still use the same old shit. Also, you
Mitchum?
can just rub it in and make sure it dissolves. You just
That's a
have
little
to,
bitch, a little Old Spice with my talc powder.
yeah.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
hair is actually what traps the odor. So if you get rid of it, then when you wash or whatever, you're good to go.
Me, Dad, can we get some fireworks? Dad, we have fireworks at home.
Cheaper.
That's my sort of fella.
Wow.
Hey,
Get
move
cheap
on.
best.
Move on to the goat one.
Look at the lights.
When the rounds of antibiotics haven't cleared up your pink eye, you resort to raw goat milk.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that. I mean,
When you're desperate, you will try anything. Leeches, bloodletting. I heard some people during COVID found some bloodletting recommendations.
what about more COVID?
Yeah, double down.
Yeah, double down to cancel it out. Nobody's tried that.
Oh no! Oh Jesus!
She broke the
Why was she standing there? Like she knew that person couldn't see it. Why didn't she move
got
back?
wrong, right?
It happens.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Dang.
Fool me twice, move the back.
It broke on the back of her head.
Hopefully, she's still alive.
Oh, no.
Cha-cha! Cha-cha! Oh, cha-cha! Oh my God!
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me, Mr. Brian Sturges, Brian Sturges Comedy, Black Cliff Beach Music, Timothy Hall _archery, Timothy Hall Music. for Life Choices TV. Happy 4th of July last week, and happy Amazon Prime Day, July
12th, I think.
12th through the 13th. Go to Amazon. Actually, go ahead and watch Wall of Flesh, a vintage comedy, a.k.a. an awesome stoner comedy movie on Amazon for rent or purchase. And we'll see you, especially Tim, in several next Tuesdays. The endings are getting very lame.
Tuesday.
This week we're going to be tackling the tricky subject of death. But whoa there. I know what you're thinking. Don't think that.
That's enough now. Don't speak like that. Great times, great moments. And you know, they can't take those moments away from you.
Who can't?
The moment stealers.
I hate you trendy modern wankers and everything you represent.
Clearly states in the book of the law that the penalty is death.
Pack your stuff. We're shipping out. Let's go. Whoa there. What's the rush? Stay a while. This is my home now. Come. Let me show you.
Look deep into the Barker.
What?
Look deep into the Barker and show me what you dream of.
I'm not interested in your stupid dreams.
Are you still here? Get out of here!
I just want to say I'm leaving. I'll send you a postcard from Hollywood.
See you later, losers. It's a shame, though. I love this place. Gotta miss it.
Well, when the lion roars and the wind blows, who knows what might happen?
What?
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I thought you'd gone.
Not quite yet.